It's day 2 here at team headquarters in Oakland as we bring you our coverage of Warriors training camp fueled by Gatorade. I'm Laurence Scott, and on this Wednesday we got the opportunity to talk with the reigning back-to-back MVP about his offseason and getting back to action here at camp. What are some of the things you can get out of the early part of a training camp?
Get in shape, just get the camaraderie and flow and just vibe of a new year. Because obviously this year is especially important with the new roster, so we want to be able to lock in every single day, learn a little bit about each other as we go along. Individually get your rhythm back competitively, but set the tone for the year because it's a 9-month grind, and how you start will dictate how you finish.
How is it different, off-season workouts and training camp action?
You work out in the summers with the intensity and the game speed that you know is going to be necessary when training camp practice games start. But there's no better simulation of real live action than getting with all 15 guys in training camp, 20 guys, and just competing. Because it means something more, once you put the practice jersey on and get out there and play.
What are some of the ways that you're seeing the new guys get acclimated to the squad here?
It's really, I think for us and our identity and how we play, it's really easy to gel and to transition in. Whether it's KD, whether it's D West, whether it's Zaza, JaVale, you name it, everybody knows how we play, and I think everybody wants to play that style. And so we got a lot of high character guys that understand what it is to be a part of a team, and I think that helps.
Warriors forward Andre Iguodala also addressed the media today here at camp. Let's listen in.
Andre, are you able to get any slight feel even for kind of what things are going to be like even Saturday?
I think so. Just playing basketball and the way we play, the ball always finds the right guy in the right position. So just trusting in it, and we have the majority of the guys have been in the system already. So we're just like picking up where we left off, and easy.
The new guys like David and Zaza and KD so far fitting in about as well as you thought they would.
I wasn't surprised. They're all ahead of the curve, I would say. Big tandem is hard for guys first coming in the league, but when you got veterans, pick right up, they know where to be. A lot of the things are basic fundamentals, and those are fundamentally sound guys. That's how they've been in this league for so long, so they picked it right up.
So at some point, you're going to be like a point guard on the floor, and you'll have Steph and KD and Clay and Draymond. As a guy who likes to pass, what do you think that would feel like, having that amount of wealth that you're distributing?
It'd be a lot of fun. Seeing how the defense is going to react, looking to be aggressive and penetrate, and making them make a decision, like pick your poison. And everybody's been split up a little bit the first couple of days, and I found Zaza a couple times. He's in the right spot, and he knows where to swing it, and Draymond knows where to swing it. So it's going to be scary when they actually get together at the same time.
How do you think that lineup works?
Underrated, and then when people see it, they're gonna be like, "Whoa!" Either gonna say, we need a lot of work to do, or it's gonna be, kind of scary. We miss a lot with Bogut, but at the same time, there's more length than it looks. KD's 7 feet tall, and then Draymond's an excellent defender. Steph's taller than the average point guard, and plays a 6'7" 2 guard, which is a big 2 guard. So we got a lot of length.
Is the block shot number maybe a little overrated?
I don't think so. People were kind of scared to go down there, and Bogut did an excellent job for us. But at the same time, we had a lot of fouls. We fouled a lot. That was probably the only area where our opponent beat us in against the foul line. I think that'll change a little bit with KD as well. So we got to foul a little bit less more and get to the line a little bit more.
Steve was saying yesterday how you guys don't have a huge playbook. You kind of just likes to let you guys play off feel and off instincts on the court. Does that help when you're trying to integrate new guys and you're just kind of playing off of your understanding of the game instead of having to try to learn a whole new set of plays?
You got both sides of it. For the younger guys, it's a little tougher to pick up because there's not as much teaching. Because we're just flowing out there, and we're always in the right place at the right time. Where they're always, a couple steps behind, trying to figure things out, and you got to show them tape and slow it down for them a little bit. So we got a little bit of both, and we got good assistant coaches who are working along at a good pace.
What was your reaction? Such a strength, your second unit, such a strength for this team the past 2 seasons. With so many new faces, you're kind of the guy that bridges the starters to that unit. What do you expect from your depth?
I think our second unit will be better, actually. We lost Mo Spates and we lost Barbosa, who was big for us. Ian Clark is playing with a lot of confidence right now. He's coming into his own. It feels like he belongs in the NBA now. He's got some more confidence. I think he's missed 1 shot in training camp the first 2 days. So we're looking forward to him to being a great spot-up shooter, looking to create. David West has been really smart. He's going to make life easier for Sean Livingston and myself defensively. So we still got a lot of weapons, a lot of guys come and play. Kevon Looney hasn't quite picked it up yet because this is the first time he's played basketball in a long time. He's trying to get his win, but I played with him this summer, and he's better than people think.
How important is this time, like in terms of the chemistry? Because you guys are going to have a different feel, a different personality this season because of some of the guys you lost and the guys you gained. How important is this time?
Yeah, it's very important. Funny, I just talked to Mo Spates yesterday, and I was saying how I was, who am I going to talk to on the bench? He was kind of my go-to guy, so I'm going to be missing him from that aspect. But we got a bunch of good guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got good guys. Our front office does a good job of not only evaluating talent, but evaluating personalities and how guys fit into our coaching.
How about McCall? You mentioned the bench and a lot of guys. How's he looking? Is it too early to even know with a rookie like that?
No, you can tell with him. He's a smart player. He knows how to play the game. He's going to play. He's going to get in there. With him, you got to get him to consistent and get him to understand how important consistency is. And even though you may not be relied on, you never know when your number is going to be called, and just being ready at all times. But he's definitely going to play. Very smart player. Can make the right reads ahead of the curve as far as being a rookie.
As a defensive player, if you were having to defend this team and all the weapons, like what would be your thought process? Would it be like, how are we going to do this, or what would be your mindset?
And you can't get frustrated. We had some 3-on-3 things we were doing today, and I was guarding KD, and he made some tough shots, and their team beat us, and it made it look like we struggled, but every shot he had to shoot over me, tough twos, live with it. And the team's going to get so caught up in the atmosphere, crowd, energy. They got to learn how to deal with that playing against us with, our team being so offensively able to do so many things.
And Warriors forward Draymond Green speaking to the press here at team headquarters today. Here's some of what he had to say.
This team last year had a really strong collective IQ. Is it maybe a chance to make it even smarter this year? I mean, you get a feel for that yet?
I mean, you definitely get a feel for it. Guys are really picking up things really fast. It's not like our offense is that complicated. It's pretty much just reads. But guys are picking it up really fast. I think we definitely added, some guys who are really smart. I think David West is one of the smartest players in the league. Zaza is very smart. KD's a smart player. Obviously bringing Andy back. Andy's one of the smartest guys. So I think, there's definitely a chance, that continues to raise, along with, guys who've been here, who's only going to get smarter with, the more repetition you get, the more you understand something.
Does it make it easier to kind of integrate everybody when it is just an instinctual offense like that, and you aren't trying to go through a whole big playbook of stuff? I
think it definitely makes it a lot easier. Instead of trying to remember this and remember that set, we haven't put in any sets yet. We played quite a bit, over the last 2 days, and
right.
It's not sloppy. It's been very good at run. I think, just the concepts definitely help.
Yeah, the guy who led
just having new energy, new guys.
It's been very good. Whether we won a championship last year or not, just coming back with the same team would have been tough, because you need that new blood, that new energy, and it pushes guys who's here, who's already won a championship to say, hey, man, we got to do it again. Like, this is something different. This is a whole new thing. And, it helps give you that energy boost that you need in order to come into a season the right way. And I think having a bunch of new blood definitely helps that.
A guy like David West who sacrificed a ton of money.
Absolutely.
To try to get
you know his motive. And if you leave that much money on the table, you got one motive and one motive only. And you can't question that. So I think it definitely helps. It's great. And just to have guys like that around. Zaza left money on the table. KD left money on the table. Whether you want to face that or not, you could look at the fact and say he signed for 50-something million. If he stayed in OKC, probably could have signed for 70 or whatever it was. So he left money on the table. But it just shows the motive of guys, what guys want to accomplish. And obviously, we want to do that same thing with them.
There's talk that the strength in numbers has diminished and your bench could be weaker this year. But Andre just was saying he thought it could be better with some of the pieces you've added.
I think it definitely can be better. Like I said, some of the pieces that we've added, I think it can be really good for us. When you look at our bench, number one, there's always going to be some type of thought behind what minutes the starters play and how you mix them back in with the bench, number one. Number two, we got Sean and Andre, who's been a staple on that bench, and then you add guys, to our bench that we've added. That can be special. Like, people try to look at David West and say, oh, he's on this salary. That man left money on the table. He still could be making $15 million a year easy, so I think the amount of talent that, we do have on the bench, it can help us out a lot. I think our bench can be better. Obviously, it's not going to be the same continuity because you have to, that's something that you grow into, but overall, I think our bench can be really good.
You think Paul can help right away?
Absolutely. He's a very smart player. He really understands the game, and that's, in playing in a system like this, that goes a long way. I can vouch for that. That goes a long way when you're playing a system like this. So, I think he can definitely help out. But, at the end of the day, we're not going to sit here and try to put pressure on the rookie. If he helps, great. But at the end of the day, he's a rookie, and you still have to allow him time to grow.
As the guy who led this team in assists last year, and we know how much you enjoy the good pass, having KD, Clay, Steph, are you able to wrap your mind around the possibilities for passing the ball and the shots and just getting the ball distribution and stuff going on?
It's, as a guy who loves passing the ball, that's a fun thought. Passing those guys the ball and knowing what they can do with it. At the same time, we're still going to allow our offense to flow. It's not just me coming down and saying, hey, got three of the best shooters in the NBA and let me pass them the ball. Like, there's still a method to the madness, and you want to do everything within the offense.
Also, you have so many playmakers now because Kevin can score, but he also can distribute and do a lot of things. How do you think that'll cause you to adjust too? Because Steph, I'm sure he can make plays for guys as well. He averaged 9 assists a few years ago. How do you feel like just in terms of playmaking, how that's going to be shared?
Well, that's the thing. That's the one thing that Coach Kerr has continued to harp on. Like, guys, we have so many guys that can make plays. And that's fun, when you have, at any given time, you have 5 guys on the floor that can all make a play. And that's, that's fun. That's what allows the ball to continue to move. Quite frankly, that's what keeps guys happy. When everybody's touching the ball, whether you're scoring or not, when you just feel involved, it's an amazing feeling. And I think that's going to help our defense, our offense a lot. Just to have so many guys who can make plays on the floor. You find each other. All of a sudden, you 5-6 passes, somebody got a wide open shot to make that extra pass because they see someone else open, and they knock the shot down. Like, those are daggers. Those are the ones where you're playing, you see a team, you hit that shot, and you just see them drop their shoulders and drop their head, and that's when it's really fun. So, it's great to have that many guys on the floor that can make plays.
All right, that's the scene here on this Wednesday at training camp as we get things set for preseason game number 1 coming up on Saturday night in Vancouver against the Toronto Raptors. This is Warriors training camp fueled by Gatorade.